Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to slow things down a bit. I figured I was getting a bit ahead of myself, and you can kind of see that in the editing of the last video. So for today, I just wanted to focus on some simple 3D shapes and try to figure out a better way of doing things. Um, and I'm glad I didn't lose my job because that last art piece was not that great. Let's hop right into the video. Okay, so um, I today is day 13 and I've been focusing a little bit too much on just drawing a reference of something and like copying it almost like shit. It's almost as close as it comes to tracing without actually tracing something. And I feel like I haven't really learned anything from that yet. So today I wanted to take a couple of steps back and just focus on some very simple shapes and shading, coloring, that kind of dealio, and figuring out how to use the software in a way that's more, I, I want to say, profitable to me. Something that I'm actually going to learn. So I took today to kind of test a lot of tools and things out that I've learned over the past couple of days watching videos and seeing how other people create artwork online and stuff like that. So today, we're starting here with the cube, and we're gonna get into a couple other shapes. I did a sphere, a cone, and a cylinder. And this is me right now. If you're still watching, this is me testing out what's called alpha lock. So alpha lock makes it to where you can only draw in the already colored in spaces. And I kind of get a general idea as to how it works. I'm still not 100% on it and how I'm going to use it in the future drawings and stuff like that. But I do like it. I could see, I can kind of see how it would be useful. Uh, but I'm still not quite to the point where I can use it in a way that's going to make my drawings any better. Um, but yeah, so this is all just me testing around, fiddling with things, especially on this first cube. I'm moving layers around all over the place. Oh yeah, let's talk about the layers. So I've already started. You can see it on the right side there. I've already got like 5 layers going, and I'm like moving them around and like changing the opacity and all that other good jazz. And I think this is the part where I was like, you know what, this cube looks good. It looks like a good cube. Um, but eventually my layers end up looking like this, and I'll put a picture up on the screen there. um I wrote myself a couple of little notes here and there to keep an idea as to what I was thinking after I was done. One of the other things that was crazy about this session here is that I gave myself an hour time limit on everything, and I wasn't actually keeping track of the time on this one. But whenever I looked up every once in a while at my recording software, it would tell me how long I had been recording for. So I was like, oh, it's only this long. So I technically did this within an hour time frame, which I actually did um, do this within 54 minutes. So, I was happy with that. I was super happy with this circle. Like, this is probably the best circle I've ever drawn with like a single stroke. Um, it's got that little bit of, you know, little bit of extra line inside of it, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm still kind of a beginner, so that circle looks pretty fucking good to me. Pretty fucking good to me. And these first two drawings, the sphere and the circle, were me going over and uh copying the original colors and then moving them over here, which eventually I do what's called a color palette, or well, I think that's what it's called, where I make a separate layer that is just the colors that I'm working with. And this is me shading in things to make it look like a sphere. And the one thing I liked about doing this was I actually got to do some stuff that I feel like I'm actually good at. Um, for example, actually getting the shapes and stuff like that. Hold on, this is me getting the color about that I was talking about. I made a whole new layer just for this. I was like red, yellow, blue, green, gray. There we go. All right, cool. Now I don't have to go back to the previous drawing every single time, and I could just take the color from that. So that works out. Maybe this is a slime. Yeah. So I was whenever I was drawing these, I was kind of giving them a little bit of character because like they're all this green color, and the first thing that came to mind was either like a slime or like an ectoplasm, and I kind of like the idea of this being like these are all actual things. I'm not sure what I want the cube to be. This is like our little party hat. It's sitting on the ground. It's a sad little party hat. And the second one, the sphere, was like a slime almost. Because also that's a circle was good, but there's still kind of flat on the bottom. Like it has a little bit of buoyancy. And I like that. So it kind of works out. Another thing that you're gonna notice from watching this is I'm using another brush. Oh my god. I'm getting professional nowadays. It's fucking crazy, dude. It's fucking crazy, dude. Y'all should subscribe to like continue seeing me get better. I'm already like a pro at this point, but you can only go up from here, you know what I'm saying? Um yeah, the use of layers. Okay, I liked using a lot of layers on this one. It did make things feel like they were going where they needed to be, but oh my god, the amount of layers I used. I don't think I'm gonna be using this many layers for whenever I get into like animation and stuff like that. Uh, that being said, if I do end up using this many layers, the one thing that comes in clutch in this video is the groups, and this like turning of the page thing that I did, which I realized it's kind of weird how it works. So the further I move my pen away from it, the turning tool is down at the bottom right. It's that little circle with the white line in it, and the further away I take my pen from that circle, the less sensitive or the more sensitive it becomes to like how you turn the page. It's hard to explain without showing you, but the closer I get to the circle, the more drastic of a turn it makes. I don't know exactly how to explain it or what I'm even saying really. But yeah, so this is like the whole thing, and we got our little ghost beer, our little happy ghost. He's happy to see his beer because he's a little alcoholic. He's already a little drunk. That's why I did those little lines up top for. Show he's a little plastered already. But yeah, if Ghost Beer's happy with his ghost beer, then I'm happy with his ghost beer too. And I think from now on, I'm probably gonna end up doing some more simple stuff like this, but in general, it's really about whatever I want to draw. That's what this first like month of drawing is. Just me drawing every day, and practicing the simple things on stuff that aren't that really simple sometimes. So yeah. Alright guys, if you enjoyed that one, be sure to stick around to see my future improvements, and hey, go check out my channel now actually. I've got a couple of videos of where I started from. So, yeah, I'll see you guys around.